delicious.
Welcome to Brutal Bros podcast. My name's Mouldy,
My name is Levis.
I'm Papa Ruby.
and this is a podcast.
Yeah,
First
we're
ever
all-
one.
We're all stuck together during lockdown, and we figured it's something to do, innit?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we haven't really decided what it's going to be about yet, but
I think
we
we'll
kind of figured we'd just start by just talking shit for a bit, and then sort of see where it goes.
decide what it's about during the podcast. Because I think
Yes.
it's probably a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It'll come naturally, I suppose. You got fire.
I had
Six.
sparklers. We put them inside yesterday.
Where'd you get them from? Or just an unknown shop?
The range.
That's what that smell
Okay.
was yesterday.
Oh yeah, they're in
Other
indoors.
shops are available.
Lydia kept saying I smell really bad, but it was actually your sparklers.
Sparklers smell nice.
Sort of like that sooty, carbony,
Yeah.
taste.
Right.
So how have we found lockdown? How's it been treating us?
It's not that bad to be honest. Once you get used to it, it's not really that bad.
I quite enjoyed it.
People being quite dramatic about it. It's not really. It's quite nice.
Yeah, I kind of quite enjoyed having time off work. Like the first few weeks when Bojo announced it, it was oh nice, I get time off work. I can finally get to do it whatever I want all day. I can go for a walk and just listen to music for 4 hours if I want to. And then it sort of plateaus about 2 or 3 months in, I think. And now I'm just yeah, I'm bored. I never thought I'd say I miss work, but I'm kind of starting to miss work.
I think I've been really enjoying myself, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm with my girlfriend and you guys. So.
Did a lot of bike rides, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just got back from riding to Whitsands, which is in
In
dunno.
Devon.
in Devon
We
somewhere.
live in
It's not
Devon.
in Devon.
Well, it's not in Cornwall, is it?
Oh, is it?
Basically, we're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was
Excuse
away.
me,
It was in
sorry.
Uxbridge.
It's pretty far, but yeah, had some fun. It was quite warm in the water, wasn't it?
Yeah, we're all red, like tomatoes.
Sunburn.
Yeah, I didn't go to the beach today. I went to
Actual lazy.
a supermarket to buy beer because it's payday, and payday means beer.
And Payday means podcast.
Yes, payday podcast. I should call it the payday podcast.
That'd be good, actually, wouldn't it?
Payday podcast.
The Payday
Featuring
podcast.
Brutal Bros.
Payday
Every month.
podcast. It relates to the everyman.
That is a
Get
good point.
paid. You can go and get a well, it used to be a 6-pack of beer, didn't it? When I was younger. When I was younger than Levis, my dad
You mean
used to go and
Levi?
get a 6-pack, but now it's a 4-pack. So
Which is still-
payday, you can go to the supermarket, not the pub. I'm not going to the pubs when they reopen.
This is it's such an expensive hobby, isn't it? Spend
Drink.
£40.
Being an alcoholic.
Well, some gigs I go to, it's like I come back and I check my bank the next day. I spent like 120 quid. It's
Well,
like,
yeah,
oh,
I
dear.
feel like a dick if
Bloody
I
hell.
take my own booze to a local venue because I want to support them. And to be honest with you,
They charge
sometimes-
too much for that, therefore.
Well, if it's somewhere
No, but,
like the venue my band normally play at up further in the southwest, I don't mind paying 6 or 7 quid for a beer because I know the guy who owns the venue and I know it's a
yeah.
good venue and I want to support it.
Have a bit of
Because
glass in my beer.
to be running a whole pub on your own and a venue is kind of you have to have deep pockets for that sort of thing.
I mean, venues struggle with the taxing anyway, don't they? Really?
Yeah. And especially right now, it's really sad because a lot of venues just getting shut down. They can't
Yeah,
afford to
yeah.
keep
Yeah.
open because of the pandemic.
But luckily, quite a lot of our venues are still here. Well, we've only really got 2 venues, and they're both owned by the same
in
person.
our little seaside town.
Yeah, but well, at least they're sort of open still. It looks
It's a
like they're doing
shame
renovations.
because
on
there
them.
was that one opposite. The really big one where all the commercial bands play.
Yeah,
The old one opposite there that was part of the college.
right.
That one I loved. And I saw
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
saw Mushroom Head there. I saw one of the versions of Sham 69 there.
Oh,
Not
yeah.
not like the original version.
No.
The one of the other guy. His lot.
I've seen them before. I think
They're really good.
they are good. Yeah.
I saw Ugly Kid Joe there. They were awesome live. It's just a really nice venue.
I've seen some good bands there.
Yeah, I nearly went to the Exodus there,
Really,
but I thought that's going to be mad.
I saw like a Motorhead tribute band there, which was quite.
Motor Shred.
Motorhead
Motor
tribute
Headache.
band.
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
yeah, Motorhead.
Were they actually good?
They're really good. That was my first ever gig when
Did
my
they look
18th
like-
birthday.
They look like that.
Oh, the guy who came up and I was like, whoa. He looked just like Lemmy,
Oh,
like
wow.
with hat, beard,
Oh.
but he was really short, and I'm not sure how tall Lemmy.
You have the moles.
No, he didn't have the moles. He was like a young, really
he's
short.
not Lemmy,
version
then,
of
is he?
Lemmy.
He's
Oh,
got the
by the way.
moles.
His dwarf cousin.
What are all our beverages?
Our beverages.
Yeah.
I've got genuine overseas dark rum from
Yeah, we're not being sponsored
Lidl.
by any of these brands. We mentioned them by accident, but
and lager. Just
lager. It's literally called lager.
it's just lager.
I've
Lager,
got,
premium lager.
Bitter shandy. Lovely.
Lager, premium lager beer, lager beer.
Lager.
Lovely beer. What are you drinking, Rim?
I'm drinking a Cornish beer that has a really funny meme page on Facebook.
Doom bar.
Bar.
Oi,
Yeah.
you got a pint of Doom there?
Doom Bar, it's nice. It's one of those sort of like standard beers I buy.
Yeah.
So
Consistent.
as opposed to like, one of the many like brands of lager.
I think Doom bar
Yeah.
for me is not the best, but it always tastes the same.
If you're not after
You know.
something special, you just want. It sounds really hard, but nothing special. It is really nice. As far as like, it's on like the higher
like,
end of like the
whoa.
sort of standard like beers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the sort of thing you would if you go to a pub. If you go to a
If
pub,
you go to a
and
pint
get
and have a pub.
it's probably something like Foster's or Carling or Heineken. If they've got Doom Bar, I'll have that.
Yeah,
At least I'll
exactly.
actually like somewhat enjoy
Exactly.
this, drinking piss.
And it's nice to say, can I have a pint of Doom? That's one of the best feelings. And half the time the bartenders don't understand either, which I enjoy. I don't have
Yeah.
too much of an accent when I'm drunk. Oi, can I have a pint of Doom, please? And it's,
My
what?
accent comes out. It depends because I don't really have an accent. It's just sort of like an amalgamation of various accents. Because I've lived in different parts of the southwest. I was born in the southwest, and then I moved to another place, another seaside town, and then I lived in Bristol for 3 years,
Right.
and met all the Bristolians, which was great.
Yeah.
And
Scraggy old
no,
Bristol.
lovely city. I do love it there. And then I moved back here last year. So I spent most of my time in Devon or like the southwest or whatever. But my ex said I just have a lazy British accent.
You do,
So
yeah.
I don't really have much of like inflections.
It's not
or
that.
anything.
It's not that strong of an
I
accent.
think any of us
No,
do really
I
have
just
much of
miss
an
out
accent.
syllables.
I think- What?
Not, I don't know. None of us really have accents much in this house. Not
No.
really that strong.
Well,
anyways.
I don't know. Your mum always says like your dad has a really strong Devon accent, but I don't.
I don't know. Sometimes,
I don't really
some
think he does.
particular words.
Yeah, not so much of a like sort of like Jana.
No.
But when I get drunk, my accent comes out more like more
Yeah,
of a Jana
yeah.
accent. Or if I hang out with my grandparents, my mum's side, because my granddad there is from Cornwall, so he has a Cornish accent.
Mm.
So it's if I spend lots of time with him, I end up sort of like talking. Because we always drink together as well. We always just end up sounding like each other.
Well, he's very cool.
No idea what my accent is. I was just sounding a bit dopey. I think that's what
You
it
sound
is.
a bit
Quite
like.
similar to mine, I think.
Do you think so?
Yeah, because you can tell
A
you're
little bit
from
different.
like the Devon, Cornwall area,
Right.
Yeah,
but
farmer's boy.
you just miss out. Excuse me, you just miss out syllables and words, like water,
Water.
Bottle.
Yeah. But
pint.
point.
You know,
I say pint in a weird way though.
pint
Pint.
or pint. But
Pint.
like that's
Pint. You mean pint?
a pint.
Pint.
A lot of
The one word I can't say about Jana accent is tribute.
tribute.
Tribute. See, I can't say tribute normally.
Tribute.
Let's go to tribute.
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 Yeah,
Just
that's
sounds.
Tribute.
That's true, isn't it?
If I say that to anyone, they can immediately say, "Oh, you're from there."
Yeah.
Try but.
Try but.
A lot of them say
Try but today.
door, innit? Door.
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 Door. To me,
Well, I'll
it's
say
just
door,
It's just such a
usually.
lazy word to say. There's no like.
Yeah.
There's one little door. Open the door.
So what is this podcast going to be about then? Because so far
Secret Satan.
we talked about
What
beer.
do we? Well, that's
We've got
probably
Secret
gonna be
Satan coming soon.
a little
Yeah.
bit later on. Yeah, we've all bought presents for each other. and We don't know what they are, and we figured
They're going to be disgusting.
We listen to controversial music, so well, why not Secret Satan?
Mm.
Because
It
one,
sounds
it's not
cool.
Christmas, and Secret Santa is for children.
Secret
It
Satan.
doesn't really work because we know who's bought what for who, so it's not really Secret Santa. Is it?
No,
just
it's-
sort
No, it's
of,
just sort of.
Secret Satan.
It's just Satan.
Christ, Satan.
That's it.
It's
Satan.
arse.
Arse. Yeah.
Levis arse.
Just call it arse. Time for arse. No,
Oh,
that
good.
sounds a bit dodgy to be fair. No, you could take that in many
I mean,
ways.
the one thing we all have in common, we all play instruments, right? And
We'll play multiple
We're all
instruments.
multi-instrumentalists, aren't we? That sounds like we can actually do something.
Yeah, it sounds like,
That
it sounds like
hardly
we're
usually
professionals.
have talent.
Well, you
Yeah.
have talent. You're like a proper drummer.
No, we all are fairly good at what
Yeah,
we
I'm a
do.
drummer
I like to think.
mainly.
We all have our strengths.
Yeah.
But I play guitar as a bit as well, but not very well.
We all play different genres too.
But my main is drums.
we do.
You're like into your prog. progressive
Yes,
metal. Or what?
yeah,
Which just sucks.
stuff like Tool. I mean, I'm wearing a Gojira shirt, and I'm gonna have to. My
Gojira good.
other shirt today was an Opeth shirt, so it just says like I'm just like prog.
I was singing in a punk band, which is pretty simple, really. I just shout, and
But that's the attitude, isn't it?
it's all about conveying the sort of message. That's what punk's about, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we got our band as well.
It doesn't have punk. I think people if they make it too complicated, it just becomes not punk, really.
That's why prog's so hit and miss. Because for me, prog is either like
yeah.
I love this or I don't really get it. I never come across prog that I hate. It's
Right.
always stuff I just kind of I don't really get this.
Sometimes, like, to be honest, you played your Devon Townsend thing downstairs. It was like...
Yeah, you're gonna have
It
to
was like-
tune into Devon Townsend.
I don't know. I guess hearing it in the background is not the best sort of way to experience that sort
No,
of
I
music.
mean,
I've listened to one of his albums, but I don't know. Some of his songs are good. But
Was
some
that like
of
an
them- some of them
especially
also good.
proggy one?
Yeah, that
It
is
was
like,
like...
that
Dragons...
the twelve.
Oh...
That's what Tool sounds like.
That
Just
is
terrible.
basically Devon in a nutshell.
I like
Widdly,
dragons
widdly,
and fairies.
widdly, widdly,
I don't know.
Basically, that is he's either singing about dragons and fairies or singing about eating the world, or just worshipping Satan or something. Often in the same song.
He doesn't worship Satan. He's like a Christian boy.
He's not Christian.
Canadian.
He's like Buddhist or something. I don't know. I don't know the guy.
Buddhism's quite a cool religion, really.
No, but he's quite like soft,
of
like
all
Devon
of them.
Townsend. He's not like he used to be. He's not the most brutal of people, is it?
He used to be quite. I mean, if you listen to Strapping Young Lad,
Yes.
because that shit's heavy,
But it's not like.
Not like my
But
sort
he's
of
changed
heavy.
a lot since then.
pretty heavy. I mean, it depends what you define as heavy. Though.
It does. Heavy is a very... Well, a lot of people argue between... you got the three sort of... You got the black metal scene, then you got the death metal scene, and then you got the hardcore, like slam scene. And each one...
Oh, right, yeah.
And grindcore. Each one argues their genre is the heaviest. Whichever genre somebody likes the most, they argue is the heaviest a lot of the
I
time.
think black
Yeah.
metal is just the most evil.
Black it's,
No
it's so
competition.
powerful as well.
I guess lyrically, black metal's extremely heavy.
Yes.
With but it's in a different way because it's more like an emotional heavy. It's more like a sort of
just
heavy.
Lots of the old black metal as well, like they have loads of meaning behind their words. So it
yeah,
sounds
yeah,
really
it's like a sort of
there's so much
on-
anger.
ambiently heavy. You know, it's got
Yeah,
that weird
Like
sort
it's
of
real, then it's not an
feeling.
act.
Yeah,
It's the attitude, it's the atmosphere. Yeah, they're one of the
Totally.
few bands out there. As well, back in the day in Norway in the early '90s, they're one of the few like scenes that are as actually like brutal as they claim to be.
right. Yeah,
Because bands like I'm not knocking them, like bands like Slipknot and Slayer or whatever will say, oh, we're like evil people, but they all live in like really nice houses.
well that's the thing, isn't
and
it?
shit, they're never really.
Carcass is a very interesting one because they sing about
Yeah.
bludgeoning things and they're all vegan.
That's quite funny. Isn't
I
it?
think
They're all
but I
vegan?
think that every member of Carcass,
What?
at least
Yeah.
back in the '90s, were vegan, and I think a lot of it might be a political message.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like comparing human stuff to, it's basically similar to animals, I guess, in a way.
Yeah.
That's what their meaning behind it.
I mean, you don't have to sort of do what you sing about, do you? I mean, George
No.
Fisher's never
No.
smashed someone's face in with a hammer, is he?
That's
As
probably
far as
like
I'm
to,
aware.
though.
I don't know. He seems like quite a nice guy.
He's big into World of Warcraft, isn't he? Because he's got a,
massively into World of Warcraft.
he's got a
He's
sort
got
of
like a guild tattoo
yeah.
on his arm, isn't he?
What do you call it? The Horde tattoo, the Horde logo.
I've never played it.
Oh, it's really good.
I've never played it, but
Don't play it because you'll spend all your money.
that is the one thing everyone says to me is if you want to keep some sort of semblance of a social life, don't start because you won't stop.
It's like starting to play Magic the Gathering.
And
I don't know.
Leave out will attest to this. I'm terrible. When I start a new game, I do nothing to play
But it's really
Same.
annoying because you use my PlayStation.
it.
I think Lydia,
I have
my
to get you off
girlfriend,
it.
got annoyed with that.
Okay.
Because my girlfriend, I started playing Assassin's Creed. I was
okay.
like, right. And I was like, oh, this game, I don't know, it's one of the newer ones, Odyssey, Greek.
Right.
Yeah.
And I was like, right, I started it. And I was like, right, this is okay. And you get like immersed. It's like, oh my. And you just can't stop playing the game. I'll be there for hours on end. Like I won't message you for like 3 hours or whatever. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
What's going on? It's
Only
like,
3 hours.
I don't know, just get distracted. I'm like, yeah, I'm riding. I've got like a unicorn. I'm just riding around on the unicorn.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, boy, slay everybody.
Yeah.
I am a boss. And in real life, I'm just there, like hunched over, sweating. Haven't eaten for like a whole day. Be re-
I've done that.
Sweating
Yeah.
from your finger movements on the controls.
Yeah, it's like carpal tunnel syndrome.
Oh.
You're like, your tendons are like bulging out of your arms. Yes!
Bulging out your ass.
That's for later on, Ruben.
What are you playing Levi, at the moment?
But
Fortnite.
I've started. No, Fortnite can do one.
You're wearing a Fortnite t-shirt.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm wearing it as a pajama t-shirt.
Oh, that
I
makes
used
sense.
to like Fortnite when it got big, and then I realised how crap it was. But I'm playing Batman. I've just recently started Batman.
Which one?
The first one, Arkham Asylum.
That's a good one.
Is that the one that just didn't work on PCs for ages?
That was Arkham Knight.
Oh no, yeah,
That
it
was
just
trash.
broke. It broke PCs.
Do you mean Batmobile Simulator 2015?
So I remember my mate. I've got spent countless hours. Like he downloaded it on Steam, paid all his money, and it just wouldn't work.
Oh.
It kept like making the
Get a
computer
refund?
crash.
Did it take like 4 hours?
I think he managed to get one. Oh, this is
I've got.
ridiculous.
Yeah,
Ruben's
I
already played all three because I've got all three of the
Yeah,
games.
I've played all
so I need to
three.
complete them all.
I've played Asylum like 7 times all the way through. I played City all the way through properly twice, and I've completed Night like once. I've never played Origins.
Really.
I love Batman. He's one of the
Yeah,
best.
it's a bit, but I don't know. I haven't even played much of the first game. It already seems a bit
I
boring.
don't really know why.
It's really good.
He's like a
Everybody.
superhero with no superpowers.
He's rich.
That's why he's cool.
That is
He's
kind of
like
cool.
a hit. Like,
But
he's like
do-
just.
I don't know how much you know about like comics and DC and stuff, but his willpower is off the charts.
Yeah, that's
It's
the main
so
thing,
strong.
isn't it?
That bear in mind he's not superhuman,
Mm.
but he's got enough willpower. He can use a Green Lantern ring just by sheer willpower alone.
If you believe hard enough, you can do anything.
I mean, that's
If you believe that you have 100 seconds, then you'll have 100 seconds.
100 seconds. I've only ever seen the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie, but that was awful.
Oh no, yeah,
It was
I've
just
heard of it.
complete shit from start to finish.
See, Iron Man is my least favorite superhero ever.
Oh,
Iron Man,
sucks.
it just annoys me because it's like he's just
What,
a
He's
dude.
so
Lantern,
posh, isn't
Kite
he?
Man,
Yeah, but
what?
he just thinks he's so great. He's like, yeah, man, I'm just a great guy. It's like he's just some rich dude, like who wears like a suit.
Had an operation.
I don't know. I mean, the original Iron Man is my favorite Iron Man film, where he makes a
Yeah,
suit.
the first one, yeah.
It's like, yeah,
That's by far the best
I
one.
think yeah, you're cool, but then he gets all posh about it, and it's like, I don't know. It
He was
puts me
dick
off a
in
little
Iron Man
bit.
too. That's kind of the point, isn't it? That's part of his character.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I don't know. Do you watch many superhero films? Either
Not
of you?
really. I watched
I've
the,
seen
The one
a
with
few.
the lady.
I've seen Endgame.
The one with the lady.
Yeah, but
I think they all have
That's
ladies.
quite a lot of them.
the one who
I don't know,
All
what's
male superhero films.
Wonder Woman. That one was, that one was
The
so
one
good.
with the
I love-
lady.
You know, Wonder Woman.
I love that film. It's great. Most people didn't like it.
You know,
but I
lovely
liked it.
job.
I've heard it's
I
pretty
mean,
good
crap.
because I've seen some of the DC films. Man of Steel was alright. Batman v Superman
I've seen Man of
was
Steel.
crap.
Yeah.
I've
Well, that's
seen
such a
that.
stupid concept, and really, anyway.
Well, you say that. If you read the graphic novel The Dark Knight Returns, where he first fights Superman, it's fucking amazing. He gets like the bat robot suit and it's all like, whoa. It's cool. It's good.
This is beyond my.
Still beats the shit out of Superman. That's the thing. He just fucking kicks his ass.
That just seems a bit wrong, in a way. There's like Superman can like, literally fly. Couldn't he just fly away? I'd be like, okay, you know.
If I remember properly, a Kryptonite was involved at some point. Or I think
Oh, alright.
he just got yeeted into the sun and just like survived. Oh, I don't know.
Bounced off.
I've read quite a few Batman comics in my time just because I absolutely love Batman. And I've seen most of the films. I've never actually watched the original ones in the 80s though, and the 90s, the Tim Burton ones.
Have you ever watched the I don't know what it's called. The one with a pow and the boom.
Oh, the 60s TV
The
show.
Power and
Oh
the
man.
Yeah, of course.
I've watched a few of them. They're so ridiculously
With, Adam
stupid.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I think I want to say the first live action Joker, Caesar Romero, where he refused to shave his moustache, so it's just white makeup, and if you look closer, you see like the bristly
Oh
moustache.
yeah. That's so.
And he's so over the top, but I love it. It's great.
Levis.
Me and
Presents.
Levi watched The Dark Knight the first time.
Really?
So yeah,
Oh, isn't that meant to be spooky?
yeah.
A bit of a
I
spooky.
love the Dark Knight.
It's probably the best superhero film going.
Really?
I think Logan's really good. The Wolverine.
Overwatch though.
It's good.
Oh, Logan's really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I really enjoy the Wolverine films. A lot of people don't like them.
I don't like the first one.
I think he's just quite a cool character because
Yeah, he's a really cool character.
a lot of people like the in-depthness of films. I know you do, Ruben. You're a bit of a film critic.
You're a nerd.
Yes,
But
am.
I like
nerd is the right word.
I'm a bit like of a different kind. I like my death metal, my simple grindcore.
Okay, yeah.
So I like
That's why punk is so good. It's so simple.
yeah, I like my simple genres a lot of the time.
Oh, ska,
So
reggae.
I like simple films where it's just like I know there's a motorbike involved, there's some fire and explosions, and it's just a bit of
Like that scene, like the
strong,
chase,
muscly man. You know,
like the chase
enjoy
in
it.
Terminator 2, but it's the whole film. With more
Exactly.
explosions.
I saw some Jason Statham films. I love Jason Statham films. A lot of people don't like them, but oh man,
I've only seen Snatch and Lockstock,
oh,
but they are great.
it depends. There's some really good ones. I'm not terrible with names too, so this is not my strong
I've seen
point.
bits of
No,
Crank.
I don't really know much about
Crank,
superhero
yeah.
films.
No. What are you going to say, Levi?
Have you watched them?
What are you going to say just now?
Nothing.
Oh.
Well,
He's
I
not
was going to
saying
do Secret Satan soon.
We
we
could
could
do 20
Secret
minutes in.
Satan.
Secret Satan.
We do
25
Secret
minutes.
Satan. Is it time?
Should we do it now?
Is it time for Secret Satan? Let's do it.
Oh,
Let's
no.
do Secret
Okay,
Satan.
Secret Satan time. All right.
Let's see what we got.
Let me just get some cutlery.
Cutlery.
Oh, I've got cutlery. Yeah.
What am I eating?
I need a spoon though. No, I'm joking. I don't need it. I need a fork.
A fork.
That's for you, Levi. It's a knife.
What have you
Oh,
got
cheers.
for me?
I don't know. Oh wait, you're too young to eat off of a knife.
What are you on about?
Oh no! If you cut your lip, I'll
I
be in
won't cut my
such
lip.
trouble.
I've done it before.
Okay.
I'm
okay.
sure.
Wait, what? What is it then? Oh my god. Okay,
Okay,
right.
We're just preparing our goods here. Sorry.
Don't look, because this is Ruben's thing. You hid it in my drawer.
Pass it
This is an intermission.
to me, Levis.
This is
Right.
the place where we put an advert in. Maybe.
Has everyone got everything? Suckums.
Suckums.
Okay.
Oh, Suckums.
Are we ready for the real?
Okay, ready?
reveal?
I think I'm
Who's
ready,
going first, or are we going at the same time?
Shall I give AJ his
Okay, yeah.
So, AJ, I brought you an alcohol-free milk stout beer.
Oh!
Because the other day you said you hate stout, and I'm
Milk
like, I know
stout.
exactly how to get it.
It's Galactic Milk
It's
Stout.
Big Drop Brewing Co. Again, we're not sponsored by anyone, but it's just funny. Big Drop Brewing Co. Galactic Milk Stout, alcohol-free.
Well, it's not completely alcohol free. It's got 0.5%.
So
Any
if you're
Wow.
like 2, you'll get smashed.
any percent is worth drinking.
Apparently, it's really nice. Honeycomb covered in chocolate.
I
Absolutely decadent.
don't like sweet beers.
So like $1.95, which I got.
I don't like
Well, anyway, there you
dirty
go.
Right,
things.
anyways.
Thank you.
Right, Ruben, I'll
I'll
give you
probably
yours.
enjoy it.
What have
I
you
got
got for me?
you. I hope you better not like this. I got you cold rice pudding.
Ooh.
No, you like it, don't you?
I like raspberry.
In a
Rice pudding is
pot.
great.
Oh, but it's been in my
Ambrosia.
bag for ages and it's been all sweaty.
Oh. Well, I'm actually really stuffed.
I think Levi's got the worst
because
one.
I had like
Oh no.
I ate fish, and then I had sausage roll, and then I
You
had
have to eat the whole thing.
pizza.
No, because you like it, you have to eat the whole thing.
Right now,
When I get mine.
I'm stuffed, Levi.
Sorry.
I'm really full.
Well, you have to eat the whole thing of mine then.
Oh my
No, because
God.
it's not
That's just the rules.
disgusting.
Oh no!
No, because
That's
he
how
actually
it
likes that.
Okay,
So
I got you
It feels like cookies.
chicken paste.
That'd be quite nice actually.
Oh, chicken paste.
It's just...
Give it a smell.
Mmm.
Oh man, that actually smells really nice.
Oh, I can't wait to eat this.
Oh,
Smells like a roast dinner.
this is wrong. Like your nose goes.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
jealous
and
now.
your brain goes.
Don't
Why
eat
is
it all,
it
save
taste?
some for me.
Oi, it's mine. You said I had to eat it all.
Ooh. It's quite a gothic looking can. It's got a black.
It's a
lid.
really nice
Back
can.
top.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Do you want to go for yours
You
first?
can't
AJ?
see it,
Okay.
but it's like purple
Right,
with
here we go,
black
Ruben.
bits.
Well, this is a beer
Come
thing.
here to slurp.
330ml, half a pint, 0.5%. So it's not alcohol free really. It's got a bit in it.
If you drink like 10 of them, you might get a bit fussy.
10 British Andes.
Smells strange.
Smell like
It's
milk.
got like a brown foam on top.
Whoa, brown,
Let's give it a go.
foam.
Can you chuck the whole thing open over mine?
Oh,
What's it like?
it's really strange.
Oh, I can't believe
How
I
does
got-
it taste? Strange.
The pitch has someone
It's-
spreading.
It's like a mixture of coffee,
Ugh.
hot chocolate,
Yes.
bit of Guinness,
Winners.
and a bit of galactic, whatever that is.
A
But
bit of
Bit of
galaxy
galactic.
dust.
maybe like
Bit of dark
a
matter.
bit of galaxy guff, more like.
Right,
Galaxy gum.
shall I try mine?
Galactus's own. blood.
Tell you what, of all, it's the alcohol freeness of it. It just tastes like sort of wateriness.
Right.
I think that's what makes it palatable. If it had alcohol, more alcohol, in it would be revolting. I reckon.
Oh, look how thick. Okay, so I'll try some of my chicken paste.
Try some chicken paste.
Look, it's like stuffing. Right, here we go.
Oh, it just looks wrong.
He's just scooping it
Goes
up
for a
with a
second,
penknife
and a
right now.
third. He says just try it. It has like 3 spoonfuls.
Nah, you both have to try that.
I don't want to.
Is it alright? I might
I
give
can't.
it a
The
go.
smell
It's really
puts me
nice.
off.
It's a bit like gelatinous. Oh.
It's like
very
stuffing.
much-
I hate things
It's
like
like
that.
really squidgy.
It might taste fine. My brain just is going, why is
go,
it in
Ruben.
paste? Why
Give
is
it
it
a
in
go.
paste?
You can have your rice pudding to clear your palate.
I don't want to taste
I've got
it.
some nice nuts too.
Oh, I'm alright. I'll stick with my
Oh.
rice pudding and my beer.
That's weirdly nice. That's 45p.
Maybe we should all swap them for
It
we
tastes
actually
just like a roast
Okay,
chicken.
right, Ribbon.
Right.
Try your rice pudding that I
It
sweated on.
smells fine. It smells nice.
Oh no, for flip's sake.
Yeah, rice pudding is really tasty.
No,
It's
but
kinda
it's
like-
disgusting.
Oh, okay, it's all
That's
like,
just because you're wrong, Levi.
it's like you don't
Nah,
eat it at
because
the
it's
top, but
just-
rice at the bottom.
Ugh.
It's ambrosia too, which is the nice stuff.
Probably immediately spills on my shirt.
You gotta eat it all because you like it. Eat it. Keep going.
It's actually really nice.
You have limited time.
What?
Finish it quickly.
We've got to
You
finish
didn't
it
drink it,
before.
Because AJ wants it.
No, you go on, Levi.
I'm not eating the whole thing. 'Cause
Yeah, but you can use it if you want. Pop it on toast or whatever.
Really?
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't want it back.
I don't care. I bought it for you, didn't I?
Alright, okay.
It's okay.
But if you expecting
It's
I
your
wouldn't like
pace
it.
now. It's probably got loads of protein.
Mine chicken. I'm
Let's-
definitely putting
let's
that on some
look at
toast
the
for supper.
nutritional content of that.
Who knew that room temperature rice pudding is fucking lovely?
I like it if I can. Like we keep it in our
It's
thing.
actually delicious.
That's disgusting.
I drink it if I can sometimes. It's really tasty.
Wait, should we try?
It's that
Should we
nice,
try?
like,
We got to try each
creamy,
other's
like-
things.
I think I prefer room temperature than I do warm. Because I'm weird.
Well, people, I've had it in the fridge and I've had it warm.
Mm.
But
Just right.
I used to eat loads of rice pudding.
Did you try any of the?
It's cheap. You just eat it.
Yeah.
It's filling.
Did you try any of the chicken paste?
No.
It's actually it's really nice.
It looks horrible. It's
If you spread it on some toast, I reckon you'd like it.
Mm.
With some other like some lettuce on top.
The consistency of vomit.
It does. And it's sort of slightly gelatinous. It's got that squidge to it, like
It really
inside
is
of a
quite
pork
nice
pie.
though. You know,
It is nice.
I'm definitely going to put that on some toast
Wait,
for supper.
They used
I've
to
had,
eat
like,
that sort of
no pudding,
stuff
this
back
is
in the day. Loads.
That's
It's
nice.
delicious.
That's probably like mechanically reclaimed meat too. That's
Well-
the really ingredients.
Jokes on you, because that was lovely.
Well, jokes on you because that was also lovely.
You just brought me a nice pot of rice pudding there, and I absolutely love
You
it.
stupid cow.
I love rice pudding.
You're
What
only
can I say?
70p
It's
now.
one of the best things. Are they?
Yeah, they're 70p.
I might get some more.
From Sainsbury's.
I love me some rice pudding.
Local Sainsbury's.
That's one of my favourite things.
Tell
in
you
the world.
what,
Rice pudding.
this is really good for you, really, actually.
Chicken paste really smooths your belly. I like chicken.
My mucus walls are all smoothed away.
Mucus walls?
Yeah, you got acid or whatever. You got mucus. Whatever you
Mucus
got.
walls.
Mucus
Ladies have
walls.
plenty of mucus walls, I think, don't they?
Quick to the mucus ward. There's a patient in there, like
Full of mucus.
full of mucus.
That sounds horrible.
Muckus. That sounds like a muckus house you
Muckety
get
mucky.
into. Oh, we got in a muckus down the pint
I
pub.
like muckus.
Pint pub.
Down the
pub.
pint pub.
It's
Hello
like a
there,
ru-
I'd like to go to the beer cafe.
It's like a ruckus, but more dirty.
A muckus. All right, there, me old muckus.
'Cause I think ruckus is a great, like, tragically underused word.
Muckus.
Ruckus.
Oh, ruckus.
It means just like, I don't know, ruckus.
No one says ragamuffin or scallywag anymore, do they?
What's your scallywag?
I don't know, maybe not in the southwest, but I don't know how it works in the other part of the world.
Maybe not after like 1946.
My mum calls me a scallywag sometimes.
That's because you are the major. To be fair though, it's quite a good word to describe you.
Yeah.
Sort of piratey. Sort of, scummy.
Sort of lunatic.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Oh, thanks, Ruben.
Uh,
That's the best compliment I've ever had. Well,
Off me, maybe.
I'm sitting here drinking a bottle of rum, so from Lidl, it costs £10.
That's not bad actually. I don't really drink rum. More like a whiskey person. My
really-
spirits go. But
This is really good.
because last week after paying like keep and well towards keep and I had like I think I had Levis's birthday.
Oh yeah,
Levis.
Levi.
Levi, Levis, Boy George.
His real name's Levis, but he can't.
No,
he
no,
doesn't
shut
want to
up. My
admit
real
it.
name's Levi.
But Levi, it's all there on the
Well, then
letter.
your real name is Mouldy.
No,
Ruben's real
I'm
name is
AJ.
Papa Ruby.
My name's actually
Exactly.
What's the saying?
I don't know.
Something about
I think they were Lidl.
yeah.
They do some good alcohol.
Oh, that's just boring
We
talk.
do.
That alcohol, Audi. Audi.
Aldi
does-
got the best selection for like
that's some really good
branded
stuff.
alcohol. Yeah, we get
Oh,
like
Aldi and they're
Their
basically the
wines
same.
are really good in Aldi.
Mm.
I've bought a really nice Zinfandel for me and my girlfriend's anniversary. She hated it because it was so rich. Oh man,
Oh, is that a red?
it's
or
a
white?
it's an
Did you do it
American.
on purpose. You could
great.
drink it all.
It's actually got a really interesting
But
story.
is it like red or white?
Red,
Okay.
like very bold, like full bodied red. a lot of the time. It's got a very bitter.
It's like quite dry.
It's very dry. Yeah.
Mm.
It's like one of the
Do you have a crumbly
oldest grape
cheese?
varieties. Like
Oh, wow. Okay.
in the Americas anyway, because it was during
In the
Prohibition.
Americas.
Wine was banned during Prohibition and stuff. Apart from
Well, I think all of them were banned.
Well,
Prohibition.
yeah, all
weren't
the
they?
alcohols. Apart from in church services, because they did that whole Jesus thing.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So they used to grow that type of grape in the church vineyard, Zinfandel.
Oh,
Grape.
that's nuts.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know if that's right, but I'm pretty sure it is. So it's very old, sort of very. You can taste the oldness in the grape variety. Really,
That's so cool.
it's really lovely. I personally think.
Levi is more of a Coke connoisseur.
Conk.
As in the drink, not like just cocaine.
Conk. I can't do.
Drinking the conch.
No, I'm not drinking conk today with it.
You know?
Yeah, but bitter shandy. He's
Yeah.
got.
Shit a bandy.
Does that have any alcohol in it? It probably has like a tiny percentage.
0.5 like your one.
How are you doing with yours, AJ?
But still, four of
Your
them.
note start.
If I drank 4 of them, I'd have 2%. Which is
That's still like less than half a pint, isn't it?
that's like a quarter of a pint of a normal beer. But I don't know.
Well, this is 4.3%. I've got another stout downstairs, and I've got what's
Do you want to try that?
Yeah, sure.
It's really weird.
the other one I got. Oh, there you go. There's a stout, 5%. Not bad. I found one today.
That's just like
in a
coffee,
little
doesn't it?
can.
Yeah, it's like
Oh,
coffee.
Ruben's got to try that.
Have
I
you tried
I
it?
might try
It's
a
really
bit.
strange.
Tastes like coffee.
This is the galactic milk
The
stout.
first bit tastes like a iced coffee, doesn't it? And then the second bit tastes all bitter.
Doesn't have that alcohol.
That is fucking horrible. That's just like cold coffee.
Can you chuck it?
It doesn't have
Why?
you know, that
That's
bitter
so
taste.
disgusting.
Like a stout should have that bitter aftertaste.
It's like it's not as a drink. It's not that bad. But if you got that in a pub, you're like, what is this?
No,
What?
at the beginning
If you
taste.
just emptied out the bottom
no,
of
no.
like your coffee kettle.
No,
It's
the
like you
beginning-
know at McDonald's where you change the
Whoa,
things to
we
get
can't,
your
we
water.
can't just go naming restaurants and things like that.
Yeah, but you say, oh, can I have a water, please?
Yeah.
And they like, oh yeah, okay. And they have like a slight, like really watered down Oasis. You get like weird hints of
Oh.
like Oasis, and it's like, oh man, this is weird. It's
Not
like
when
what
you
this
put
is.
water with juice.
It's like you get the coffee,
I'm
and
not
then you
gonna
like
say-
water it down, and then it's like, oh yeah, have some like watered down coffee,
Yeah.
you know, and have it cold too.
It just the beginning of it just tastes like a 59p iced coffee from Lidl, and the last bit tastes like some disgustingness.
Disgustingness.
Really
Ah,
interesting.
Disease.
I-
Yeah, I think that's awful. That might be the single worst beer I've ever tasted.
It's not a
It's
real
just-
beer.
It's
though.
not horrible. It's just disappointing.
It's like a
you
fake.
know? It's like,
It's
what
like a
is
fake
this?
beer.
It's garbage.
Should we not? Sure.
It's really watery. It just tastes like coffee grounds.
It's won the World Beer Awards.
Which world?
What?
United Kingdom, silver.
Ruben, how come you got that when you could have got like banana beer and all that weird stuff?
I'd enjoy that though. That's the
That's
problem.
the thing, yeah. So I knew he'd hate this.
Oh,
I love me some stout. I'll drink like Imperial Russian chocolate stouts and shit like that. I really love that sort of thing.
This is better than that Black Panther one they do. Whatever
Is
it's
it
called.
raining?
You know the one they do in Aldi? The stout, the porter?
Yeah, yeah.
This-
Purple.
I much
purple.
prefer this.
Yeah.
Much prefer this
Oh,
to
I
that.
disagree.
It's boiling hot yet it's raining out there. Oh, it's crazy.
I
It's
love
hot in
me
here,
some
isn't it?
Guinness.
I like Guinness. I think Guinness is like my favourite stout. 'Cause
Guinness.
It's not messed with, you know. They don't. Oh, let's put a bit of I don't know, a pear drop in there. Or some
Yeah.
stupid rubbish, pretentiousness.
I want to try the Mastodon Crack the Sky stout. That's like a Russian
probably
12% thing.
Extremely pretentious. It's
Yeah.
probably got like a note. It's
think that's by
here we
Opeth,
have a
I think.
note of hibbity jibbity bob, the rare plant from South African. I don't know,
No one gives a
tribesman.
crap.
It's just I don't care. I just want to
Well,
drink
because Brent Hines, the guitarist of Mastodon, apparently loved Guinness.
Right.
So it's just Guinness and coffee. Is what I've never tried it. Apparently, that's what it tastes like. Opeth have a beer. I would have thought they'd do a wine. They seem like a very wine band. When I listen to Opeth, I feel like wine.
Like Ghost.
Mastodon, I feel like craft beer.
Ghost has a gin.
Oh, that sounds like a ghost. That ghost.
Oh no, Ghost
Ghostly
isn't
tale
Ghost the
thing.
one that sucks?
Yeah,
I
but
love
I
Ghost.
quite like gin, so I don't know if I agree with that.
But I'd also quite like drinking red wine listening to Ghost. I'm like a chalice because the whole sort of like the Catholic,
I know what
like,
you
the
mean.
communion sort of thing. I often like associating like things with a band's aesthetic.
Yeah, but Yeah, I get you.
Bands remind you, like for me,
Ghost aesthetic kind of annoys me, though.
I love
Because
it.
it's like, oh man, they look quite in a way.
It's
Quite
like
brutal.
Kiss. They look really
It's like-
brutal.
yeah, Kiss.
Yet
I
they're
don't like Kiss.
yeah, they're just like they're
I
not
would
heavy
pay-
at
That's a
all.
very
I would pay good money
controversial
to see
opinion.
Ghost open for Kiss.
I don't know why.
That'd be an amazing show.
It would just be so
Gene Simmons
depressing.
were not allowed, though.
Gene Simmons doesn't like anyone apart from himself.
You know, Kiss has branded coffins.
Yeah, Dimebag and his brother are buried in them, aren't they?
Then why are they like so brutal? Yet their music is just
It's like
so soft.
Kiss has branded everything. Kiss literally sold a packet of nothing, like air guitar strings. I think they're called. And yeah, air guitar strings.
Air
And they sold it for
guitar
like
strings.
£2 or something like that. It was like
So
a plastic
bad.
packet with nothing in it.
Did people
But
actually buy
That's
that?
how bad Gene Simmons.
No way,
like-
people brought that.
Yeah, because
People
they're Kiss
buy
fans.
it.
It's memorabilia, isn't it?
Yeah.
People will spend stupid money. Oh, it has it's official.
Mint in the box. It's still.
I wonder how good the strings are. No one's done a review of them yet.
What gauge are they? You buy them and you go, oh no, these are the wrong gauge, mate. I need to play like something.
Yeah, I think you need to do bass, bass guitar string.
I have no idea.
That'd be cool.
I'm learning like some Gojira riffs. These air guitar strings aren't low enough. They aren't heavy enough.
Didn't you tune what you want? A guitar
I do love playing air guitar.
beginner guitarist calls up like a guitar company saying, "My guitar's out of tune." They take it to a guitar shop.
Do you reckon like
Maybe.
you can imagine like Pete Townsend shouting at his guitar tech because he's getting the wrong air guitar?
Yeah.
He
So-
gets like, what is this?
What is this rubbish?
But what metalhead doesn't air guitar? In secret.
Oh, I do it when I walk into the shop.
Me too. I feel like I'm
It's
like,
like, you
I'm
know,
having
like-
spasms
like,
or something. 'Cause I'm there. Like creme picking.
Like Painkiller by Judas Priest comes on you. I have to air drum the intro.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I have to do the pick slide. Then I just
Yeah,
start
it's really
screeching
weird
in the
just
road.
watching Ruben listen to music he likes. You get too enthusiastic, you're like a little child.
I do too. It's
I'm
like,
not allowed to enjoy music.
No, you are, but it's quite funny.
There's something people don't understand
It-
about music. People who really
Yeah.
into music. Like
Yeah.
when a solo cover is on, I'm like, oh, like
You've
I'm so
gotta play
excited.
it.
I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
the solo's so good, and everybody else is just like,
Especially
okay.
when you go to see a band you love live. And they
Oh,
play that one song that
man.
you absolutely go mad
I
for.
thought, that was like what it was like at the
But
specials.
I think the lucky thing, though, with being in the metal community, is a lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
I think that's the sort of
Yeah.
a lot of the difference because I don't know there'll be those certain songs that people love, and everybody will be singing along. You'll be back to back with somebody air guitaring.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you know what I mean? It's such and the headbanging and stuff. It's such a great
it's
feeling.
the camaraderie.
Yeah,
Camaraderie?
It is.
That word.
I mean,
That's a good topic to lead on to actually. So we've all been to at least one big show, right? Who are? Should we go around in a circle and say the biggest band we've ever seen?
that's really hard though because it depends, like what sort of genre.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. I could say Cannibal Corpse is the biggest band I've seen,
Yeah.
but
I
then
mean, you've seen
I've seen
Slayer.
Nightwish
though.
and
Slayer, like Nightwish.
yeah, I've seen Nightwish, Slayer.
That's
Nightwish
cool.
are massive.
Is that the same gig? Nightwish and Slayer.
No,
Oh, I'd go like
I've seen Judas Priest and stuff too. Like,
Oh yeah, I see that.
I've seen
Um,
many bands.
What about you, Les? Who have you seen?
The
like?
specials.
The specials.
They're
That's
huge.
pretty cool.
They're huge.
Yeah. One of the biggest bands in their genre, at least. And probably they're big outside of it as well. Aren't
The
they?
big outside present they brought it to the pop.
They were like the biggest band during the
Yeah.
like 1979.
Right.
They brought it to sort of
Like the
mainstream
80s.
with like ska, didn't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Really.
It
And
was just what people listened to, wasn't it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Two Tone was really big back then.
Yeah, I've
Yeah,
seen.
so
They
like-
played it in clubs and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, Ruben.
That's okay. Yeah, I've seen quite a few bands, all sort of like the same sort of level. Poke me with sticks, you know. Like I've seen Slayer, Mastodon, Anthrax, Meshuggah. I've seen Devin Townsend twice.
Right.
I've seen Slipknot twice. But I think, literally by chance, the biggest band I've ever seen or ever will see is The Who. I somehow managed to win
You
a chance to
lucky
go and
bastard.
see The Who, which is
They
like
are
you know
pretty huge.
one of the biggest bands of all time.
They are. They are. Very
And I
good.
got to meet Pete Townsend as well, which was pretty.
That's cool.
It's one of those things I think back and I go, did that actually happen? Did I really meet like? You know, this goes up there with like the Beatles or like the Rolling Stones.
Yeah,
in terms
yeah.
of just such an enormous figure in like popular culture.
I really.
Um,
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was surprise, surprise. It was a ridiculously good show, despite it's only Pete Townsend and Roger Daltrey now.
Right.
Sadly, the one of the best rhythm sections ever. John Entwistle and Keith Moon aren't with us anymore.
It's so sad.
But
My
they're,
favourite
you know,
bassist ever.
Yeah, I'd probably say the same. Or maybe Les Claypool.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
really.
Les
but
Claypool's
they're sort
probably
of
one of the best
different, you know?
bassists.
Just because he could do it all. Like John
Les
Entwistle.
Claypool is so fast as well.
but-
It's like slapping.
I think John Entwistle has more of a groove and more of a. Like
That's
a
the
more,
thing, because like, John Entwistle only really sort of does one style,
Yeah.
but he does it so unbelievably well.
Yeah.
Then he's automatically up there as like the number 2 at the very least bassist of all time. But I love his own songs that he's written as well. Like My Wife is such an underrated song from Who's Next. Because everyone goes, oh, Barbara Riley won't get fooled again, Behind Blue Eyes. My Wife's a banger.
Boris
With
the
that
Spider.
horn section that comes in. It's,
Oh, it's a good song. I really enjoy Boris the Spider.
yeah.
Is it? I think.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
I don't know if I'm right here again, but I think it's one of the first ever recordings of guttural vocals ever.
I think it might be, yeah.
I think it is
1966.
Yeah.
Just that is
So it was
crazy.
before Helter Skelter.
It was incredibly heavy for its time. Like you listen
Yeah.
to Boris the Spider, it's like the bass is just punchy and thick. You know.
Like you listen to like those early albums like My Generation
Johnson and the Spider.
yeah, Boris Johnson and the Spider. Listen to stuff like that, and you kind of feel like today it seems a little bit like it's okay.
Back
You know,
in
it's
the
not
day,
that
man.
heavy, and it's not. It
Yeah.
pales in comparison to stuff like Quadrophenia and Tommy and Who's Next. But for the time, you think, hang on, this is the same year as like Rubber Soul by the Beatles or
Yeah,
like
exactly.
the Kinks, which is pretty heavy, but
But
it's not. This was like feedback and pick scrapes
Exactly.
and shit. It's like
Yeah.
death
I think
metal level technique. Like,
it-
whoa.
it's sort of it's so punk, you know. It's very very punk.
Yeah.
Like the early, well not the early, the sort of that era of the Who, because a lot of their
Yeah.
stuff is more sort of mild. But it's that era, like with My Generation and Boris the Spider and stuff like that. Those sort
Yeah.
of certain songs. It's
It
so,
was- it
pushing
was
the boundaries
just
so
harsh.
hard, you know.
Yeah, it was just a reflection of that sort of post World War II Britain.
Exactly,
And
and
the streets were like in ruins and shit.
it was really for those sort of times in the '60s where teenager actually became a thing,
Yeah,
because the concept of a
Yeah.
teenager. Because
Yeah,
before that, that wasn't really a thing.
you're a child.
You're a
don't
child,
get
and then you get a job, and you're an adult.
working down the mines or something.
Exactly. But with that, you have that transition period,
Yeah,
which I think, things like the Who and stuff like that, the Kinks and
Cream.
Cream, and then Black Sabbath started
Yeah,
as Led Zeppelin stuff came around, and these sort of bands represented that. I think.
yeah.
You
It's counterculture,
Yeah, it's
which
counterculture.
is really important because that's
It
how
is.
you move forward as a society. Because the counterculture becomes the pop culture,
And you think
it
since-
becomes the mainstream.
And since those times, we've come so far.
Yeah.
Those times really did kick off the sort of change in social change, because it was similar. It was very similar for a long time,
Yeah,
and that time came along, and music and the arts really do. I don't know if they react to the people or the people react to the music. I think it's a bit of homogeneity, you know.
I think a good artist and a good fan base is both.
Yeah,
So you feed off the crowd, they feed off you. I mean, I've only had a very limited time performing to audiences, but there is I don't want to blow my own trumpet, but the last gig we played in Bristol, we had our own lyrics sung back to us,
yeah,
which was bizarre for a start. But it is a good feeling.
right, yeah.
Less so like, oh yeah, I'm cool, because I'm not
No, that's
even,
not
I'm
what
not
it
even
is, though, is
remotely
it?
cool.
No,
but
yeah, exactly.
But it's cool to feel because this is impacting something. Something's happening. They're just enjoying themselves. You want to feel like if people have paid to come and see you, they have a good time. That's the most important bit.
I played in Penzance, second ever gig, because we played an open mic, me and my mate, because none of our other band members even showed up.
Yeah.
And we were like, okay, well, let's just do this. We dragged my bass amp from my home. Just the two of us, me and the guitarist, played the whole gig. Well, the set we had, which was like 10, 15 minutes. That's still the set we've got, to be honest. But
I've seen that set.
yeah, you have. We played down in Penzance, and they were singing the lyrics back, and stuff like that. The crowd was going wild, and we were the first act on, and I think,
Oh wow, that's impressive.
yeah, they were going mad. They were moshing about and everything,
Yeah.
going completely wild, crazy. And I think people often discount the support, but the support, that's their job, to sort of rile the crowd up, get them ready for get them into the zone. And I think if you bring that high energy, it's like yes, you know,
Yeah,
they enjoy
which
it.
is why I like.
bounces back.
Sometimes bands choose bad support man.
You know, everyone's got their own
Completely
opinion.
different.
I kind of like that. It can either be good or, excuse me, or not. I mean, like, because we.
But sometimes it's like, oh, hurry up and get over it with.
Yeah.
I want to see the main band.
Well, because my band, Smile More, we kind of play. It's kind of
No
like
promoting.
prog influence, but kind
Piece of
of like
shit.
also like a bit quite grungy. I mean, you've heard the EP, both of you, so you kind of
Yeah.
know what I'm on about.
Yeah.
I've heard the.
Just alternative metal, like early sort of Tool, System of a Down sort of stuff. But we'll play with one band who are this specific sort of side of the field. Like we'll play with a punk band, and then we'll get like a thrash band with us as well.
Right.
Just to kind of show, you know, we come on last and do all of it. We're not really good at any particular subgenres. We're okay at lots of them at the same time. No, you know, it's just like I like getting support bands who are gonna weird out an audience.
Yeah.
almost. I like
yeah. I like that.
generating controversy and shocking crowds because that's what it's for.
But at the
You
same
don't-
time,
No one ever progressed if they weren't offended. I don't
That's
think
true.
at some point.
I think at the same time, though, there can be the wrong bands in the lineup. Like
Yeah.
I know some promoters, and they'll be like, "All right, let's get like a hardcore punk band, and then put it with like a soft indie band," and the crowds just don't mix. Like
Oh,
they,
yeah.
they think the crowds will mix, but the indie bands is more like a younger sub 18 sort of crowd, you know.
It's just about don't get your genres too far apart.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
punk band can play with a speed metal band or vice versa.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
Yeah.
or metal even.
yeah. I mean, like Mastodon and
Like
Gojira
just
and
death
Opeth
metal.
regularly tour together. They're
Yeah,
not
yeah.
exactly the same, but they're the same kind of like area. you
Right.
know? But you would not see Arctic Monkeys opening for Metallica.
No,
Maybe
No, I don't know.
Metallica. Maybe
Maybe-
Metallica.
maybe
Wouldn't be
Metallica.
surprised.
Not like,
Maybe
not like
Metallica.
okay, so not Slayer,
Not Slayer.
because they just don't match. The old fan bases don't really match. I
Yeah.
happen to love
It's
both
a complete
bands,
clash.
but that's because I'm weird.
Right.
Lots of
don't
people
like-
like both bands.
I don't
they?
like Arctic Monkeys.
No, I don't mean Arctic Monkeys. I mean Metallica.
You do or you don't?
I don't like Metallica either. But I'm a.
Well, yeah, but like,
You're
well, I mean,
not
there are a lot of
true
people that
cult
I'm
enough.
sure
No,
like
exactly.
Slayer and Metallica out there.
Okay.
I think most people like Slayer and Metallica.
Yeah.
Most people
Slayer,
like the big four.
They're probably my favourite of the big four, Slayer.
Right.
Just because I love, you know. People
Not
say,
most
oh, all the songs sound the same, and I'm like, yeah, but they're so good.
Yeah, they do very.
But then they have slower songs like South of Heaven
Right.
and Seasons in the Abyss,
Seasons in the
Dead
Abyss,
Skin
yeah.
Mask. As well as stuff like War Ensemble and Angel of Death.
Angel of Death is banging.
And then you got like
Maybe
things
that's
like Temptation, which is I love that song. I think it's so interesting the sort of the vocal bit in that song, but then I do think it's quite repetitive. The riffs in
Right,
the sort of
yeah.
midsection of it, whatever that's called.
You've got bands wearing their own t-shirts. I see it's just like
It's kind of lame.
they should wear someone else's t-shirt if they're gonna have to wear a band t-shirt.
That's what I
Feels
really
like-
like seeing bands do. Like
You shouldn't
Yeah.
wear your own t-shirts. Like, yeah, we
Yeah.
can see you.
Yeah, we know who you are.
Yeah.
like it's a
Unless they're a
mass-
really small band, that's a bit
Yeah.
different.
I love when a massive band like Metallica, James Hetfield will rock up on stage wearing a
Right.
Gojira shirt, and I'm
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
who's that band, Gojira?
That's cool.
When I saw Judas Priest, Rob Halford came up with a denim trench coat, like blue denim trench coat,
Yeah.
covered in patches. He had Tool patch on there. He had
Oh,
he
no.
had like a Megadeth patch. He had loads of different band patches all over this his denim trench coat. It's like that's just so cool because it's Rob
Yeah.
Halford, you know. He's like one of the like coolest guys ever, I think,
Oh, he is.
personally. And he's got all these patches and he's playing his stuff.
Yeah.
Not his stuff, the band's stuff. And I think that's really commendable, you know, because that makes somebody more human to me too. You
And
know.
then Iron Maiden will just blatantly wear their own merch. It's just like, come on, man.
Well, it's because they can.
I think
can't
Iron Maiden is Iron Maiden, but
To be honest,
It's a
you've
bit
got Iron
ignorant
Maiden.
though if
you
they
can
wear
do
their
whatever
own
you want.
t-shirts.
Yeah.
Like, you're a massive band. Why are you wearing your own t-shirt?
If you look at the stage, all I can see is just Iron Maiden everywhere.
Yeah,
The
it's just like, yes, we
screen
know.
is covered in Eddie's face.
No, look.
You've got, Iron Maiden written across the top of the stage. You've got all the different album covers on Nicka's drum kit, and then to cut that all off, half the band are wearing their own fucking t-shirt.
It's good when bands have like stage costumes.
Yeah.
It's a lot better than just wearing their own t-shirt. It's not very creative, really, is it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's really
Iron
uncreative.
Maiden used to do that, but I think they used to have their costumes and stuff.
Yeah,
Bruce
they
Dickinson
look
would come up in
really
this like
stupid, though.
weird like.
But they were
He had like
awful.
lycra, didn't he? Like
I quite liked
Yeah,
it.
they
like
were
lycra
like
short,
like
like trousers, and he like
Jester's
stretched. Be like, oh, you look so weird.
I like Steve Harris one though.
Which one was that? Oh, the blue like.
He was like white and
football kid,
it was like, a
basically.
lot of the time it's like white and black lycra. I thought, oh man, he looks oddly sexy in that. But
No one has been as sexy as Rob Halford though.
no, Rob
All
Halford
that
is
leather and
he's
leather,
he's
all that
he's
leather
a
and
cool guy.
chains and stuff.
He
Kind of
almost
leather daddy.
he sort of brought that into the sort of metal scene. Really.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Because that was more like a punk. No, it wasn't really.
Biker.
It was a biker thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But I think Rob Halford sort of converged those two things more.
Well, also bikers like metal, don't they?
Yeah, they do. Oh no, man,
Thought they'd listen.
so cool. Rob
So, we
Halford's
saw a couple
such
bikers
a
today,
legend.
didn't we?
I think Judas Priest is so underappreciated, in my opinion. But he has some great albums, even the heavier stuff like the whole of Painkiller as an album is really
Yeah.
heavy. It's really decent. Oh, I love that album. But Turbo Lover is terrible. Have you ever heard it? That album?
I think so.
It's-
Well, probably bits of it.
Turbo Lover is just honestly, it's not good.
Such a good name.
But you know, it's varied. The content. It's not just the same thing.
Right.
And that's what makes a band a good band a lot of the time.
Mm.
Sometimes, anyway. I don't know.
So like,
What have we talked about yet? So TV and
so
film.
that's something that's actually interesting. No, I mean like stuff I don't know. So this is exciting. I don't know.
I mean, we have been talking about metal for
I get excited about
about 25 minutes
Yeah.
now.
metal history.
I'm
I
sorry
think
about
they've heard
that.
enough about.
Yeah, if you're not. Yeah, that's a good
If
point.
they don't like metal, sorry.
Yeah.
Why are you listening to this if you don't like metal? That's like listening to like Triforce.
Well, they
if
don't
you
know.
don't like
We're not famous.
games. I don't know.
We're not famous.
They have no
Yeah,
idea
not-
who we
not
are. So,
yet.
oh, what's this brutal bros? These little bunch of
These
Weirdos.
bros. Oh, they look brutal.
I mean, we got
Bro,
Secret
brutal.
Satan. That's pretty metal.
secret Satan.
But anyway,
Except we all got like
Oh,
quite
naughty,
nice
naughty.
things.
The
what do you want to
devil.
talk about, Levi?
Oh no.
Well, make a subject.
Suckums. No.
What are suckers?
Suckums? What do you mean? Lollipops.
Go on, Levi.
Lollipops. Suckums. Something on there. We thought, oh, you suck lollipops. We call them suckums.
Yeah, because in America they call them suckers, and I thought that's
Oh, yeah.
stupid.
Levi,
Yeah.
No offense
suckers.
to Americans, but
what do you think about Americans?
oh, this is a dangerous route to go down.
That says it all.
I'm gonna need another beer
It's a
for this one. He
dangerous
said. Another bitter shandy.
He's opening his second. This is my third can of shandy.
Shitter
My
bandy.
fourth can. Shandy.
Fourth can.
Bloody hell, slow down.
Brutal.
Americans. Some
You need to
Americans
pace
are
yourself,
annoying.
Levi.
I don't know. It's just the accent sometimes. Some American accents are a bit annoying.
I do agree.
It's a bit irritating. It's like, ugh. Like it's like you're always in a film. Like, come on.
You ever met an American person?
Yes.
I used to, yeah,
I met countless American people.
I have met a few. Their accent is a bit.
But it's like
strange.
the bike tutorial you're watching yesterday. It's just one of those like cheesy, stereotypical Americans who do YouTube videos.
They had a Confederate flag in the
They're
background
like
too.
posh, like. Oh.
But then again, half of the English accent's really annoying too. Like it just annoys me. It's
Yeah,
like,
some,
oh,
yes.
hi guys. How are you?
Yeah, but
I went to the park today and I trimmed some grass. It's like, oh no.
Oh,
It's like you can't.
But then,
No, but like-
the only people who don't really talk like that is the southwest and the north. But then
you
you
just
got
talk like
West-
that, educate people.
We do, you know. I do. Well, I
I
don't
think
know.
I can say that and it's okay because I am one.
But that's received pronunciation, isn't it? And it's a bit
Receive
weird.
pronunciation.
I think that's the technical name for it. It's the sort of more
Like how you talk
central.
to your parents.
I mean, if you think you
No,
do
it's
accents,
received pronunciation is like more the London and like you know the south area.
you seem to think you can do accents so well. So give us some accents on the
So
spot.
what do you want?
But one of the ones that you really can't do. You think you can do a really good.
Liverpool?
Yeah, see, you think you can do a Liverpool accent. It just sounds rubbish. Go on.
Go on. Yeah.
Do a sentence you think is a good.
So you put me on the spot. I can't think of what
Just
to
do it,
actually
it's
say.
Liverpool.
What am I going to
Just
say?
do it. Say, I'm from Liverpool and I'm really rubbish at accents.
I'm from Liverpool. I'm really rubbish at accents.
Ooh, you sound Welsh.
Shit, that's not that
That
bad.
went well.
You sound really, really, really Welsh in the valleys.
Oh fucking hell! Fucking hell, mate!
Go
Oi,
down
fuck
to the-
off,
Go down
mate!
to the park on me bike.
It sounds a little bit
It's like
Welsh.
Russian.
Beatles.
It's like Russian.
The Beatles, yeah.
Oh, it's so bad.
That's what Russians sound like.
Just sounds like we're just really racist. to our own-
Racist.
I am a
It's
racist.
a joke.
No,
You're
I'm
a
not
racist.
actually.
That'd be racist, AJ. That's wrong.
Don't take me seriously.
That's wrong. Being rude. So people,
That is what he's probably
people,
points out.
people point out the main thing. Oh, being racist is wrong. So it's like,
No shit.
Yeah, no
the,
shit, sure.
the people who say I kind of get it and I kind of don't. The whole like, anti-fascist statement. I'm like, shouldn't that just be your like default status?
yeah, like,
Well, yeah.
anti-Nazi. It's just like, well, yeah.
I think
I,
most
I
people
get
are.
the point of it
And,
because
yeah.
you need to stamp that sort of thought. Well, people entitled to their opinions. It's the behaviour that's wrong. If you
That is
think
it, yeah.
that, I don't really care. It's your own decision to think that sort of bollocks. You know, because it is bollocks.
Yeah.
Just like your accent.
If you don't like particular type of people, keep it to yourself. No one wants to hear it. Don't abuse people verbally or otherwise.
But I think it gets
Keep
to
it
the
to yourself because you're just an arsehole,
Whereas like
basically.
the Nazi people, well, people they claim to be Nazis do that, but then it gets to the point where they almost do the same thing, and I think that's a bit awkward at that point, where it's like beating people up because of their political opinion. Like, oh, you have right-wing tendencies, therefore you're a Nazi. I think that's a bit
Yeah, that's
a lot of people are like that these days.
Yeah,
I think that's a bit
it's just an easy label to put on something.
yeah, and then they say, oh yeah, you should punch them or whatever. It's like, I don't know.
I'm just
No.
like, can't we all
You
just
should
get
just
along,
punch
man?
I don't know.
Oh, no.
Differing political opinions is important to progression. Because if everybody believes the same thing, something's going wrong. I think.
Yeah.
You know, everything's like, oh yeah, this is the only way. We've been brainwashed. Because humans are meant to think differently.
Oh,
We're meant to disagree. That's how we've
Yeah,
got so
that-
far.
that-
That's one of the prime reasons
Well,
we're here now.
What are we going to do
Yeah.
the final 5 minutes of our podcast?
The final 5 minutes are we calling
Well, it's
time?
been a pretty interesting first podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
can definitely
any more
improve,
people are just
though.
going to be like, if people have made it
No
this
one's
far,
going to listen to all this.
No,
There's
I don't.
lots of it.
Probably not.
I don't know, some of it, I don't know.
It's probably a bit cringy,
It's
so
probably got a
just-
bit boring eventually.
it's harder than it sounds listening to well, making a podcast.
I think
Yeah,
next time we need
excuse
to
me.
think of some more
I think we need to
intriguing,
try to
intriguing
avoid.
things.
We need to try to avoid like just rambling on about metal for too long.
Maybe some
'cause
more about
that's something-
activities as well.
activities and
Like, I don't know, something we can actually do.
we should dedicate say we can have our metal nerd bit, but we have to limit
Probably like
it to
every
10
week,
minutes. Like,
Yeah.
if we're gonna start talking about it, we have to limit it to 10 minutes.
Okay. That's
But,
yeah,
so
it's
so
fair
we
enough.
don't just end up rambling on about it, because I know I can talk about that for like 5 hours, and I'm happy.
I could just do a podcast on like the Who.
Yeah,
Happily do that.
but I don't think people would probably find that that interesting.
I thought you were
I
going to
don't
say
know.
people,
Things that we need to- I
people
don't know,
won't
we-
find that intensely interesting.
We need to come up with
I
more
was gonna say
activities.
that.
Like,
But
are we
then
going
I
to do
changed
the
my mind.
Secret Satan again? I don't know.
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
that.
But what
While
else?
I
We should
have
find
cash,
something else to do.
I'm
though.
happy to get some cheap and shit.
What we should do? We should. I don't know what we could. I don't know. We could listen to us like something, or we could watch something each week. I don't know. Look at memes.
Beforehand, look at something or listen to something, and then when we do the podcast, we can like talk about it, discuss it, and discuss
Yeah,
what we thought.
Or we could like review something.
Watch the room.
We could review.
We should all watch the Room. I'm always happy to watch the Room.
We could review
I've
or watch
watched
Sunny.
it too many. I've watched it way too many times. I've watched it like 6 times now. And it's getting to the point where it's like, oh no.
He
You know?
starts to his brain cells after one.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised your phone
He
recorded
says
this long,
something.
Ruben.
We've got 2 minutes.
Well, don't speak yet. The sound quality might be awful.
Wait, the time quality is
This
rubbish.
might be a
Sorry.
complete
I'm
dud.
sure it'll be fine, but it's
Let's
a
do it all
practice.
over again.
This is more of a
You
practice
can
run,
just
isn't
enhance the volume.
Enhance.
Enhance.
You're gonna put photos of ourselves there, yeah? There should be some
You're
photos
editing,
of us there. Huh?
You're editing.
it? You have to listen to a whole hour of podcast and edit
I'm
it.
not listening to the whole thing. I'll just put some pictures there and just leave it.
If you're going to edit it, you need to.
You
man.
do.
I'm not cutting anything out though because Ruben said to leave it organic.
I want to
Okay.
listen to the whole thing as well.
Not now.
Not right now. Not while we're still recording.
No, but like, it's so hot in here.
It is very warm.
Windows
today.
are-
ridiculously hot.
We're
free,
we're
like
actually
big
recording
men.
this on the 25th of June, which is meant to be. This is the hottest day of the year. It's meant to be.
Yeah, it's meant to be, but I don't.
And it's
don't
bloody
I
think
don't know,
boiling.
it might be. It's boiling inside
Yeah.
though. Like, I'm
I
not even
walked
moving.
It's
about,
humid
about
too, isn't
3
it?
Also,
miles.
I've got really bad sunburn, which doesn't help.
Yeah, I walked about 3 miles in the heat today. And it was horrible. I mean, you cycled there.
We
We've
cycled
done,
like
like,
20
8 miles.
20 miles today.
Oh yeah, 20 miles.
Yeah,
And then,
it's 20.
All in all, no, it's because eight
Close
miles
enough.
one way.
And then we went to like swimming,
okay.
like
Yeah,
all day.
kayaking, pumping up kayaks,
Yeah.
running. Oh, it was a crazy
Bit
day.
silly.
By day.
So tired now.
Yeah.
You'll definitely do that again though. Cycle that.
Yeah, it's good.
I'd love to do that.
You need to not get so tired this time, or I'll kick your bum.
What?
I'll push you off a
I
bike.
was doing so much stuff there.
Tiredness means weakness.
Pain is weakness leaving your
Get up,
body.
I can't help it. You had loads of gears that you were using all the time.
Yeah, I think this is a good time as any to wrap up.
Yeah,
Do you
yeah.
if for whatever reason you have actually bothered to listen to this, thanks.